Welcome to Sisters on Board. Today we'll be painting our flip-flops, fireworks, and freedom round. This beginner-friendly project combines patriotic colors, summer fun, and a touch of Americana charm to create a decoration you'll enjoy displaying all season long. So let's gather your supplies and let's get painting. So your kit will come on either color map or shrink wrapped into a kit, and so either way, you can just decide to paint right on your color map or organize things on painter's tape by color to make it easier to paint. So we're just going to get all of our pieces together by color, all of the white pieces, the stars, and then you'll organize your red pieces and your light blue pieces on a piece of tape together. Now it's time to paint our pieces. So we're going to start with white and lightly dab over all your pieces with a sponge with a little bit of paint on it, and you can wipe off the excess and gently dab over the flip-flops, the lines. As long as you go up and down, you won't go into those engraved lines. And then we'll go in with our blue and red. And for the pieces that go on the flip-flops, those are going to be a dark blue. And you can also paint your round with that dark blue color. Any dark blue that you have, you can use. We have our suggested colors, but you can use anything you have on hand. And then you'll just go back over everything again as needed and apply a second coat. White typically takes at least 2 or 3 coats, so just be prepared for that. That's normal. And go over your red and then your dark blue. And make sure everything is coated evenly and to your liking. So once everything is dry, you can place your pieces off to the side. You can take your stars off of your tape that you have with your flip-flops. And now we're going to go in with a brush, a liner brush or a flat brush, and fill every other section with the red paint. So you're just going to go in and fill in all those sections. And once you have your first coat on, go back over and give it a second coat. And if you get any red paint onto your white, you can always go back with a liner brush and touch it up. Or if you keep a baby wipe handy, you can wipe it off carefully if needed. A baby wipe is a good method if you can catch it quickly before it dries, you can take it off. So now we're going to use a baby wipe and a little burnt umber and baby wipe some paint onto our easel. This is a great method for giving the wood a stained look. It kind of looks like stained wood. You could use a sponge and the burnt umber and just base coat it, or use the baby wipe when it's dry, flip it over and do the other side. And that's all you need to do for the easel. So you can set that off to the side. And now we're going to do a little bit of work on our remaining pieces. We're going to take a sponge, a dry sponge, get a little bit of white paint on it, and dab off as much as you can, or you can use an old chippy brush, whatever you have. So you can use a brush, wipe off the paint, or a sponge, and we're going to kind of dry brush a little bit of white on the edges of all the pieces here. The words, the flip-flops, the section that goes on top of the flip-flop, and on the round itself. And if you get too much paint or you don't like the way this looks, you could always wipe it off with a baby wipe. But honestly, when it gets finished and all your pieces are on, it really is a cool look. So then you can start kind of guiding where all the pieces are going to go. Take everything off the tape. And then we're ready to start gluing. As you're gluing everything down, just make sure you align it with the engraved lines on your piece and kind of keep things straight. Sometimes as you're gluing, things tend to move around a little bit until that glue grabs. So just keep your eye on your pieces and make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. So we're going to finish getting our words on here. Our flip-flops are on here. And then we'll add all the words, and then we'll get all the stars glued into place. And because the stars are so small, sometimes it's easier to put the glue right on the piece as we're showing here. Usually it's a personal preference on how you want to do your glue, but it's easier to apply the glue to the actual piece and then put it down. But for small pieces like this, it's easier to put it right on the piece and then put your piece over it. And then you're going to put the top piece on your flip-flops, and there are two pieces for this star. There's an inner and an outer portion, and you're going to put those together and then glue them into place. Thank you for joining us today. We hope your flip-flops, fireworks, and freedom round brings a little extra red, white, and blue charm to your summer decor. Thank you for painting with Sisters on Board, and we'll see you again soon for another fun and beginner-friendly project. Happy painting!